comes the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And so off the tip, it's Denver. Outside for Murray. Trains it from beyond the arc. Greg, we're sure to see a lot of quality basketball here tonight, given the veteran. Talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQ from both teams, so expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame.
How about the guard getting up? Jamal Murray flying to the rack.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And here is Los Angeles now. It's a 5-point game. And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
Here's Jokic after the basket by the Lakers. And Jokic throws it down.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
James. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Drills it from outside.
How about that smooth shot from the arc for Porter? He's got such a confident release in deep range, too.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And the wing jumper offline. Murray down low. Over to the left wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Jokic. A rebound by the Lakers. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Inside. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got his second basket of the game.
How about the commitment, guys, from Murray on defense, moving his arms all around and coming up with steals as a result. Active arms and hands, a big part of it. And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And he gets it to go. Jokic has got 6.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Pass to Jokic. It's rebounded by Doncic.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I'd like to see, but he's strong, he's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all 3 levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
And a deep 3 from Doncic. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Nuggets leading by 8. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted, but there's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. He's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report.
Substitution. Number 4, Dalton Connect.
Here's Jokic. A rebound by the Lakers.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Doncic from deep 3-point land. And the Lakers get it back. Hayes, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Denver.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this court.
Here's Doncic. From down in the low post, it goes.
His passion for the game infectious. What a joy to watch when he steps between the lines.
On the wing, Murray. Outside, Gordon. Six on the shot clock. Back to Murray. The 3. It's hauled in by LeBron. Finney Smith with it to the middle. Over Jokic. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Nuggets on top. They're up by 9. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case? No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Pass to connect. Reeves outside. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling a shot clock violation. Mark, you had a chance to defend a lot of great scores in your time in the NBA.
Yeah, I did. They wore me out too, Bart. I mean, I think the attitude of those guys stands out. Their relentlessness, the skill level obviously was there, but it was the relentless pursuit of the basketball and scoring opportunities. Bernard King, Larry Bird, Alex English, Marcus Johnson was near the tail end of his prime, but he was a problem too. I mean, there were a number of guys in that. Kelly Tripucka, whoo, yeah, don't make my head spin.
And the call will be against Gabe Vincent. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Murray. 8 points for him. Porter in the corner. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. The second chance effort. Oh, Jokic powering inside.
Really hard to move Jokic off the blocks. He's tough down there.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Lakers trail by 9. Pass to Hachimura. Lakers passing it around. To the inside. Reeves left side. 4 on the shot clock. From outside off the mark. The Nuggets lead by 9. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Porter Jr. has a unique combination of size and skill, and as a result, able to beat defenders in the catch-and-shoot game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Murray after Luka Doncic's bucket. Pass to Brown. Offensive rebound. And the foul on Rui Hachimura. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Murray. He's got 8. Here's Gordon. Denied. On the wing, Reeves. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Nuggets leading by 10. At the elbow, Jokic. A slam by Jokic.
Tonight it's been all Joker all the time. He's been pouring it on here.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. Well, Michael Porter Jr. is one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
And that size that he brings to that sweet stroke makes it hard to get to a shot. 6'10", shoots it with confidence, shoots it with great fluidity. And, man, is he special. And he's worked through some injury trouble early.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. Here we go. And the tip goes to Houston. Pass to Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one. Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. Here's Thompson. And he makes it on the layup.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
That'll be a 5-second call. And we're about a minute into the first. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. Here's Thompson. He's got 6. And he drives in. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, I like when Thompson goes in strong like this. I mean, just forcing the defense to act.
Good on the second one. Richard, how about that memorable Rockets winning streak early in 2024?
11 straight wins. That's no easy task, no matter who you are playing. The energy in the locker room must have just been off the charts.
On the take, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That first step is so dangerous with Amin. I mean, he was just gone.
That'll be a 5-second call.
the starting lineup for the visiting Phoenix Suns. At forward, Brian Dunn. At center, Nick Richards. At guard, Bradley Beal. At guard, Devin Booker. At forward, Kevin Durant. The head coach of the visiting team, Mike Budenholzer.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Booker and Beal in a talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Dunn in at the 3, small forward. And for Brooklyn, Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Cam Thomas out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. Well, this matchup features two teams that are elite when it comes to rebounding, Doris.
You know, there was a point at which, BA, it felt like rebounding was almost, especially on the offensive end, de-emphasized. Now you're getting back to a point where understanding dominating the defensive backboards. It means finishing your possession defensively and offensively creating more opportunity. It's an important aspect on both ends.
Booker for 3. The rebound by the Nets.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Here's Williams. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Now Booker. Well, the Nets are still feeling the ramifications of trading for James Harden, Doris.
Well, BA, consider in that trade they gave away Jared Allen, Harris LeVert, and 4, count them, 4 first-round picks for a total of just 80 games played for James Harden. The reverberations are still being felt. You've got to be there on the catch if Devin Booker gets an opportunity from the perimeter. This guy too good a shooter.
Claxton a screen on Durant. Johnson for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Booker can't get it to go. Here's Brooklyn. Outside Russell. Here's Thomas. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Booker. And stolen by Claxton. Left side, Williams. The kick out to Johnson. Thomas outside. Back to Johnson. Down low. Thomas misses. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Beal outside. And the layup is good off the glass.
Boy, that is just tremendous concentration from Bradley Beal. Defense all over him, no problem.
Outside Johnson. Beal against Thomas. Claxton a screen on Beal. Thomas misses off the left iron.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Beal outside. And then Beal with the dunk.
Now, this guy is far from just a shooter. He can drive it, and in this instance, get up and over the rim and dunk it, Bradley.
Now here's Thomas. The kick out to Johnson. Takes the three. Here's Williams. And that's not going to go. Tie game in Brooklyn. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. It's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Brooklyn.
I really like the attitude they've displayed here early on.
They're working together so well, and there's a level of certainty that comes from trusting one another.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, Beal and Allen are out on the wing. Royce O'Neal is out there with Mason Plumlee. And it's Jones in at the point guard position. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. And we got rapper Lil Tecca in the house tonight, supporting his Nets.
Look at you, B.A. I mean, you know, he grew up in Queens, but his allegiance lies with the Nets. It's not uncommon to see him courtside here in Brooklyn.
So the Nets making a switch here. Wilson's checked in. Dunn, he's checked in for Phoenix. Now here's Johnson. Pass to Williams. Here's the floater. And he sinks the layup.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Clowney. And here's Johnson with the drive. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Williams against Beal. Spins. Here's Wilson. There's 1:26 left to play in the first half. Sharp a screen on Jones. The three is up. Clock at 4. And that one is hammered home.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you.
Come on, let's see those dance moves. Oh, nice. Very, very nice. No thanks. Next.
going with almost an entire new group here. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. Johnson comes in for Clowney. Thomas, he's checked in for Wilson. And Russell is subbed in for Johnson. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Phoenix. Devin Booker comes in for Bradley Beal. .11 left in the first half. Jones finds Booker. Over Thomas. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Booker's got 5 now.
Booker making it look easy in the mid-range.
Russell to pass to Claxton. Now here's Williams. Pass to Thomas. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Russell. And then Russell with the dunk.
D'Angelo Russell rises up and drops the hammer.
Booker, the pass to Jones. Now Plumlee. Dunn outside. Pass to Durant. The 3 is up. Williams grabs the board. Nets leading by 6.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
With the step back. Here's Booker. The open J off the mark. And so it's Brooklyn, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And they've done well in limiting Durant's production, making him uncomfortable and getting him out of rhythm. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Williams in at the 3 slot. So that's the Nets 5. You know, Grant, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out.
Suns trail by 5. Pass to Booker. Done with it. Durant inside. Over Russell. Claxton with a rebound. Well, the Nets shooting a fantastic 57%. Here's Russell. Claxton against Beal. And Claxton throws it down.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
On the court, your height squad. The most passionate fans in the land. Let's go with T-shirt time.
Wilson's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Russell. And a change for the Suns. O'Neal, he's checked in for Dunn. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Nets. Leading by 5. Williams from long range. Brooklyn, no good that time either. The Suns have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Bradley Beal is settling in as one of multiple stars in Phoenix. He said, it's been an adjustment for sure. You go from being very ball dominant to now you share the dominance. And it's a sacrifice and also an adjustment of learning a totally different role. Brian, he says it's a process, but one he embraces.
Good point. Thanks, Allie. Williams misses. Suns trail by 3. Booker surveying the floor. Here's Richards. Outside O'Neal. Pass to Durant for the tie. Rebounded by the Nets. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wilson passes to Johnson. Here's Claxton. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the evening. And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Timeout, Brooklyn. Time to make some noise for your Brooklyn Nets.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And the first one at the line is good. So hits one and misses one at the line. Thomas against Beal. To the middle. Richards, the pass to Booker. On the wing, Durant. 1 second left. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't.
Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now, here's Doncic. From deep, James. Dort grabs the miss. Pass to Williams. Out to the right wing. And here is Holmgren. 4 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. And Hartenstein finishes inside.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
And Hayes throws it down.
He is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
The Lakers go. Let's make some noise. Show some love on the Lakers girls.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Now here's Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Hayes. That one off the back iron and out. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron outside. Driving the lane. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's LeBron. Pass to Doncic. The 3. Hachimura, no good. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Lakers ball.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Doncic. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
If you allow Luka to establish position because of his size, his strength, his footwork, turn the lights out.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Defensive foul.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
That's his
No clue how he got that one to fall.
First team foul.
Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player of the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Oh, sit down. Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's James. That one goes. Count it. LeBron's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's about power, that's about control, and that's about LeBron James and the ability to have touch inside.
Down low. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Chet Holmgren's been a great player from day one, Doris. What do you like most about his game?
I don't know which aspect to pick. This guy is a great rim protector. He can shoot the basketball from three-point territory and with great range from 3. But maybe my favorite aspect is the competitive toughness he brings on a nightly basis. You love when guys like Chet Holmgren, who enters the league with big expectations, works hard to meet those expectations. It's been great to watch.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And the officials into the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Substitution on the court.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Hachimura, the screen. Puts up a 3. Thunder with the rebound.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
On the court, your height. Show some love for the Laker Girls dance team.
Thunder trailing by 4. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Los Angeles ball.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, "I've always felt like I belonged." It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, "Is this confidence or cockiness?" He told her, "They're basically kind of the same thing." Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. There's a screen by Williams. Caruso, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, there are times where the court vision gets questioned, but Rui Hachimura, the delivery, sets up his teammate. Really well done.
And it's blocked. Reeves left side. Back to Hachimura. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Williams with a clean look. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.